Hi, welcome back to my channel. I just made a chocolate chip loaf cake using a two-stage mixing method. It is called two-stage cake because liquids are added in two stages or portions, and it is mostly used by commercial bakeries to make very large quantities of cake batter. So let's get baking. Firstly, combine all your dry ingredients in a bowl. I'll be starting with my sifted all-purpose flour. Then I'll add my baking powder and stir them together, followed by my granulated sugar. I'm going to mix everything stage by stage so I don't get chunks of some dry ingredients within the mixture. So now I'm going to add my butter, and at this stage I strongly suggest you use an electric mixer. Blend the butter on low speed until the flour is completely coated with the butter, which is approximately 2 to 3 minutes, sometimes 5 minutes, depending on the quantity of batter you're dealing with. Be careful while mixing because this flour tends to get to all nooks and crannies like this because there is no liquid to hold it down. With your spatula, scrape whatever dry ingredient that is hiding wherever into the batter. We need to mix everything until the butter covers every dry ingredient. It is very important. So that's it. Now we can get to the liquid mixture, and you're going to be mixing your whole milk, your vanilla, and your eggs. Whoa, this looks like an angry human face. Okay, so moving on. Slightly beat the eggs with your spatula and then add the liquid ingredients into the dry ingredients in 2 stages. I know what you're thinking. Oh, this is why we call it two-stage mixing method. Yes, you're right. And I cannot overemphasize on the need to use an electric mixer at this stage. You need to beat in half of the egg, and you're going to cream the mixture until they are well blended. If you do not do that, you're going to have lumps of the butter mixture in your cake, and you won't be able to get rid of it once you pour the remaining half of the egg mixture. So this stage is very important. Cream everything thoroughly and make sure that there are no lumps. I already added the rest of the egg mixture, so I'm going to beat the batter for tops 2 minutes, and you can see how lovely, how silky it looks. This recipe is also perfect for making your vanilla cakes. I don't use it, but I have used it in the past, and I can attest that it's going to make a lovely vanilla cake. It is all smooth and all fine, and this is the time to add our chocolate chips. Just after scraping my bowl, be sure that everything is well incorporated. I will not be tossing my chocolate chips in flour because the batter is already thick enough. You know, when you're baking with fillings and you're working with a very thin batter or a watery batter, you have to coat them in flour so that they don't sink while baking. You can tell this batter is thick, so there is no need for that. Prepare your baking tin. I'll be using my loaf pan lined with a baking paper, and I really didn't trim the excesses. I just poured in everything and it was very fine for me, but feel free to trim, resize your baking paper. This works fine too for the lazy folks like me. So while you're topping your batter, you level everything so that there are no spaces or air trapped in between the batter and the pan. And I topped batter on my pan with just some chocolate chips just for the presentation to look extra yummy and beautiful. There you go. Bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit until golden and a cake tester comes out clean, just like this. For the extra, I poured some melted chocolate on top of my cake before slicing through and having fun eating, enjoying this delicious piece of cake. I hope you learned something new. Please follow this page for more exciting baking recipes. Thank you so much. Bye.